national news as police investigate the beating of a football player over at Dr. Phillips High.
Man, this has been something that lit up our Facebook page from you. Certainly, we appreciate that. We sent Local 6's Courtney Hall to look at the broader issue of high school hazing.
Playing sports is a huge part of high school. Unfortunately for Stephanie Gagnon, it was also a painful part.
You want to belong and you want them to like you.
Her hazing made headlines 5 years ago. She was confronted by varsity girls on her Bishop Moore soccer team.
They wanted to give me a sorely, which is putting your head in the toilet.
They ended up dropping Gagnon on her head, causing permanent brain damage. Her mom has the MRIs to prove it.
The school never notified my mom of what happened.
Gagnon heard about former Dr. Phillips football player Darrion Denson while she was all the way in college in Tennessee. She talked to me about it via Skype.
It is that painful going through it all over again, especially for something I'm so passionate about.
Like Denson, Gagnon says the hazing was bad, but the aftermath was worse. She says her coaches blew her off, and she even had to leave her school.
It makes the victim feel like the bad guy.
Statistics show coaches turn a blind eye to what goes on in the locker room and off the field. Nearly half of students involved in a hazing incident say an adult knew about it. 22% say the coach was in on it. Half the teens in this country will be hazed before they get to college.
It seems it's getting worse. It's hard to know if it's becoming more and more of an issue in the schools, but we know it's becoming more and more severe.
As a counselor, teenagers tell Jim West about humiliating, violent, even sexual acts that are done every day in the name of initiation.
It's such a secretive process.
He says almost all kids skirt up the tradition, and schools protect their own so they don't get sued.
People will say, they were just fooling around. Kids will be kids. There are different ways to build a team. There are different ways to earn respect.
In Orlando, Courtney Hall, Local 6.
Now, 44 states have hazing laws on the books. Florida, one of those states. In fact, depending on what happens, it can be a felony. Right now, OPD not classifying the Denson case as hazing. One student was suspended for beating him uncontrollably.